looking at the summit, I look at the word ports and trade summit. Then I ask myself, does ports fuel trade or does trade fuels ports? That's a catch-22 questions. And this is like, who comes first, chicken or egg? So leave that dilemma aside. Let's get into our subject. It's beyond the port system. I'm glad that our colleagues talked about the concept that we are trying to emphasize here. It's not, the port cannot work alone. They talked about the one-stop shop, they talk about integration, talk about consolidation, linking, working together, and that's the message. And I'm here to learn from your experience and share our experiences. We are not claiming perfection, but we are seeking perfection. So I will go into my slides. I'll give you a brief about Dubai trade. What is Dubai trade? For some of you who have never heard about a word called Dubai trade. And what is the, then we're going to go to building the trade ecosystem, then the integrating, the buzzword we have to integrate, and with the final message and remarks. Dubai trade, we are a trade facilitation entity. We facilitate trade, and you've seen, we look at as a Dubai trade, we look at simplification and harmonization of trade activities. Our vision is transform end-to-end trade supply chain. We look at the entire chain with an aim of making Dubai the city that we are operating in to be the trade and logistics hub in the world. I'm sure that's the vision and the aspiration of every person in this city to make his city or her city the trade and logistics hub. The mission, which dictates what we do, we want to make trade easier in whatever we do. We want to make it faster. That's the concern of everybody here. We want to make it cost-effective for all the stakeholders. How? Through continued improvement of process. So business process is the key. And we harness on the application of technology. So technology is an enabler for us. It's very important key elements. We as Dubai Trade, we are the single window for all the traders and the exporters, importers in Dubai who interact with the main service providers of ports, which is DP World, Dubai Customs, Economic Zones World, which is the free zones, which the brand of JAVSA is well known to many people here, and Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, which is DMCC. So we are the front interface to the world. As you know, the trade supply chain, there are so many entities involved, from cargo, loading, unloading, to vessel movement and berthing operations and goods movements, goods from free zone to the local market and from the port to the free zone, banking, that's involved for payment when it relates to the payment, financial institutions, free zone, administrative services, all this. We have more than 6,000 companies residing in Jebel Ali free zone. They have administrative services. They're all done electronically through Dubai Trade Portal, which is www.dubaitrade.ae. There are some integration with the regulatory and government authorities and agencies, and with the customs, which is a key player here for any goods coming in or getting out of Dubai. So all these are integrated seamlessly. It was a journey that they started even before I joined Dubai World or Dubai Trade in 1995. The management had this concept that everybody has to integrate and come under one umbrella, not to look good, just to make trade easier for the trader. So this is our newly launched portal. It's heavily used on a daily basis in Dubai. We have revamped the whole portal. It's very content-rich, value-added services to the trading community, where they can find lots of value and information, knowledge, process, news, updates of the entire city, and even in the trade arena where somebody can learn something. So the trade ecosystem, one thing that we started here, we as a port operator, we look at it as a company. We should not look only who's our customers. That's the message I want to get across. In order for you to thrive in this difficult time, you have to look at your customers' customers. Some opposition to this theory, there are always, so don't put yourself in your customer's shoes only. Think who's the customers of your customers. And not only that, your suppliers. Who's your supplier's suppliers? This will make it easy for you as an end-to-end trade supply chain that you're looking at. So this is the message. You are a company here, and you have a supplier to give you, and there is in any process, source, make, and deliver process, as you know. And there is a customer that you supply to, that you provide service to, and your supplier has a supplier, and your customer has a customer. So it's an intricate trade supply chain here. So if you can see, where is the trade transaction happening? Whenever there is a delivery of a service or a movement of cargo comes into the picture, where is a deliver port, which is our role here to make the delivery or the channel, the end channel of the process, to make it easier, faster, non-cumbersome. So to drill more on the trade transactions, we have traders, we have freight forwarders, we have shipping agents, we have financial institutions, we have Dubai Customs, we have DP World, we have licensing authorities, which is JAVSA in our case, we have permit issuing authorities, which are the mainly government authorities and ministries. We have the Chamber of Commerce, who provide the certificate of origin. So all these, imagine everybody talking to everybody for a simple trade to happen or for a cargo to be moved. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be like a spider web, even worse than a spider web. Everybody has to. So we made it easier in Dubai. We simplified the idea that the main receivers of the service, being the traders or freight forwarders or shipping agents, they interact with one entity, and this entity, which is Dubai Trade, interact with the other service providers, be it DP World or Customs or Licensing Authority, JAVSA, or the financial institutions. So now the traders in Dubai are integrating with the permit issuing authorities directly, which is our future integration, which we want them to go through us as well. So this is how it was built in the past, and this will be evolving, and we are going to improve this and make it a seamless integration for all the players. So building the ecosystem. This is how we have thought of how to make this single window, the concept of single window. We have all the community of traders. We have the importer, exporter, freight forwarders, clearing agents, couriers, haulers, I don't know how the British American pronunciations. And we have the shipping agents. So all these people are interacting on a daily basis through Dubai Trade Portal with such an ease. So in the beginning, there was a direct link with each entity for DP World, for port-related services, and for customs, and for Economic Zones World and DMCC. So now, the future way, we want to build an integration framework where the ease of integrating all these players together, ease of exchanging data, ease of exchanging documents, for the sake of easing the life of the customers, where you don't need to re-enter the data or to resubmit the data, to make it easy, faster. And now the challenge is to integrate with sea with air. So we have, in Dubai, we have Emirates Sky Cargo, and we have Danata, who are the main terminal operator for sea. So this is in the pipeline, which we already talked to Emirates Sky Cargo, and they are exchanging a lot of services through Dubai Trade Portal. And the next steps is to provide some value-add services that integrate the communities together for the sake of better business to the end customers. And there will be more links to the government services, the government departments, that for the trade to happen, there are municipalities, there is some ministries that we have to interact with, and there is also some financial institutions. We're already having a payment gateway, which we call it Rusum, which I have some transactions for you in the next slide. In the future, we're going to look at B2B. So maybe we don't see that customers have to come to the portal. They can have system-to-system integration if that's easier for the customers. And the future is mobile. Some certain community you need to interact with in the mobile devices. That's, no matter what we do, growth is going toward that way. So our role, as we said, we are providing many services currently to the shipping lines, to the exporters, and to the hauliers. All these services are live, and those customers are getting benefits of those online services. So this is some transactions that you can see. For example, we just put, just for examples, for the Dubai trade-related services, for the Rusum transaction, which is the payment transactions, there is more than 59% increase of transactions, around 283,000 online payment transactions happened in 2010 versus only 178. So there is a huge growth in every aspect. For DPO, just as an example of a service, for an e-token, which is an electronic entry-exit payment permit for a truck to get into Jebel Ali port, we have moved from 1,300,000 tokens a year in 2010, 9 to 2,300,000. Imagine each e-services, how much reduction of customers' efficiency, of time, effort, paper documents, waiting, all this have been successfully done with the using of technology and looking at the customer's need. So the picture has been good. Customers have been happy with using the e-services. These are some of the future projects that we are looking at. So we are not, as I said, we have not reached the end. We are always developing, improving, that there is some area of improvement, that we add value to the customers. We'll be having an advanced gate automated or fully integrated gate automated. We have a gate automation. We're going to implement it in the entire port areas, and in the single window, we'll be integrating with more government entities for the sake of easing the process to the customers. And also, we'll be providing some value-add services where there will be more integration with sea and air. And also, as you know, railway is coming into the region. So we have to think how this is impacting the business, how we can integrate better with the rail also. So sea, air, land, and rail. That's the future. So this is my last or before last slide. How are we going to do all this integration that I'm talking about? So first we have to complete the trade ecosystem that we mentioned. There are so many entities that we have to integrate with to complete the trade ecosystem. Then you get into the issue of all these integration protocols. You need to standardize. Otherwise, you'll be living in a bazaar. Then we have to, if we think of getting out of Dubai, integrating with international port operators or other ways, we have to look at the evolving even standards around the world. That will make the trade boost more in Dubai. So my final remarks, we have to look beyond the port system if you want your port to be the port of attraction. Single window is a concept that's not new in the region. Singapore, they started 30 years ago with trade portal. They called it now trade exchange. A lot of people are going through to this. This will give the port a competitive edge. DP World has been a leader into this, and they are pioneering all the initiatives that will make the trade for Dubai easy and better. We want to empower the exporter and importer more. Historically, importer and exporter has been taken in the backseat. They assigned all these jobs to the clearing agents. Okay, for some of them it's okay. For some of them they want to do it themselves because they find it easier, better, faster. They have better visibility. You have a direct view of what's going on to your cargo. Then technology is always a point that we also have to evolve. I said mobile will be the future. We have to be ready. There are some community that will prefer mobile. And if you want to increase value and improve profitability for your business, this is the way you have to integrate. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. Thank you very much for listening.